Hello and welcome back. So, long story short, OBS updated itself and disconnected my mic
Yes?
from the recording, so I lost all of my commentary audio.
What's the land like in
However,
The settled areas are quite lush. The
hmm,
vineyards run as far as the eye can see in some places. Antiva City, however, perches right up against the Rialto Bay. That's what I miss most. The sea crashing against the maze of the docks.
I spent time there.
I have difficulty seeing you wandering around a
Hmm.
trading port. Everyone in Antiva City spends time by the ships, my lady. The finest restaurants and poets all make their habitation by the sea. The waterfront's never still. Lanterns are lit along the promenade no matter what the weather.
Hmm.
Are you ever homesick? Occasionally. When a breeze stirs the trees in the garden, I sometimes pretend it's the sound of the surf. Do you know, I even miss those terrible squawking birds infesting the harbor.
Hmm.
My youngest sister used to throw whole loaves of bread to the gulls. Silly thing.
What's your family like?
Tell me about the Montiliers. Well, my parents are alive and in good health. They live in our estate in Antiva City. Of my 4 siblings, most attend to the running of the family vineyards. That reminds me, I must ask someone to make sure Yvette attends the spring reception at the palace. My youngest sister has no head for social engagements.
Ah, I see.
Why are you overseeing your siblings' social lives?
Yeah.
It's Antivan custom. After a certain age, the heir apparent runs the family's estates to prove they're worthy of succession. If you're unfit for the task, the heads of the house, usually one's parents, may decree a new heir.
Ah. What do you do as the head? Yeah.
What do these Antivan heads of their households do if they don't run it? They work and provide guidance. I've taken advice from my parents. Well, mostly mother. Father's more of an artist.
Ah.
He's rather gauche, but we never can dissuade him from running his own salons. Between him and my siblings, mother's looking forward to my taking over the estate.
What did I choose? I don't know.
The Inquisition. When do you ever rest?
Good point.
Delegation helps a great deal.
Hmm.
But managing the estate is my duty. As much work as it is, I will not shirk it.
Yeah, you sound determined.
Is running your family's estate that important to you? I'm responsible for their welfare. A Montilier never shuns their familial duty. Taxing as those duties can sometimes be.
Maybe your family can help? Is that what I go with? I don't know. That's what I went with.
Maybe your siblings could help lighten your burden. You don't know them. But Lorien in charge, or Antoine, or Yvette? No, truly. It must be me.
Alright, if you say so.
Let's speak later.
Okay, so as I
Another
was
time.
saying, is basically...
A pleasure.
What did I... do I... yeah. What do they?
We've gathered many favors among the nobility. They will be gently reminded of this.
Okay. Sounds good.
Let's speak later.
But basically, I lost the audio, the commentary audio, but it recorded the game audio. And so now I have to sit and re-record the commentary audio. So it's going to be a bit different for 2 episodes. Episode 32 and 33. Who am I judging? I don't know who I'm judging. I'm going back after finishing Trespasser and re-recording this.
Another of the lingering pains of adamant, your worship. Sir Ruth is a senior warden of the order.
Okay.
She was one of the many who slit the
yes.
throat of another to bind a demon. She does not contest this. In fact, she surrendered to us. She requests no mercy. She wants the public justice of the headman's axe.
Not a request made lightly. I'm confused. You want to die? That makes this easy. Not a request made lightly.
You're very serious about this. Is more death the answer?
Yeah.
There is no excuse for my actions.
I murdered another of the Order. That blood marks me more than the Blight ever could.
Accepting their actions while thralls of Corypheus, many treaties allow wardens any extreme if it opposes the Blight.
I can't do
Right,
it.
that
I
extremist
can't
stuff.
use the greater good to justify my crimes, as if it would create a future I could be a part of.
Then why did
It
you
is
do it in
wrong
the
that
first
this broke
place?
me.
If you were
I've done
regretting
worse
it
with
now.
full sanction. I can do nothing except be an example of the cost.
Ooh. Go to Deep Roads, public humiliation then. I won't judge a warden. Jail her, throw away the key. I probably should have gone with Deep Roads. I think I ended up going with jail her, but I think in retrospect the Deep Roads was probably the best decision I could have made. Public humiliation was kind of tempting, I think, though. And not judging the warden, I don't know, I felt like, you know, they want me to judge them, so it's a conundrum of a, is it because she so willingly just went along and did all that horrible stuff and now regrets it, and I'm just like, what was the sudden turn of heart that all of a sudden you regret those actions that you were so willing to do? Like, there's some weird instances like that in Inquisition specifically that bug me a lot, where the character is like, oh, you know, super evil and going to do this stuff, and then suddenly they're regretting and trying to make up for their mistakes. I think I jail her, throw away the key. I think I do jail her.
Wardens are a special breed, apparently. So, Ruth of the Wardens, I won't help you die, but you can pay. Lock her up.
What does this do? Nothing! Just nothing.
Okay, now I have no idea where I'm off to next. Absolutely no idea. Now, in retrospect, after finishing the game, I am curious about Solus's. Oh, I'd never talked to Vivian like this entire time.
You walked physically through the Fade. Please tell me what you remember.
I'd prefer not to. I don't like you, Vivian. I really don't. Well, it was fascinating? Is that what I went with? It's fascinating.
In all the times I've been to the Fade, I've never seen it react so strongly to my presence. No one else has physically entered the Fade since the Magisters assaulted the Golden City. Oh, I'm positively envious right now.
She's so full of herself and obsessed with playing the game that I can't stand her.
I'd like to know more about you, Madame Vivienne.
Whatever would you like to know?
Like, I get what they were going for with her character, and I appreciate they're trying to get a different kind of mage perspective going.
Nobody winds up at the court, my dear. It takes a great deal of effort to arrive there. I caught the eye of Duke Bastien de Ghislaine, an advantageous connection that opened many doors. When the position of Enchanter to the Imperial Court became vacant, I was able to secure it.
What duties does a court enchanter have?
Yeah.
I am tasked with providing assistance to the Empress on arcane matters. Most of my predecessors restricted this to lighting lamps and doing parlor tricks. In such troubled times as these, however, I provide political advice to Her Majesty on the subject of the Mage Rebellion.
You're married to the Duke de Ghislaine?
Nope.
Of course not, my dear. Don't be ridiculous. Marriage is the business of alliance and inheritance. I'm Bastien's mistress.
What does his wife think? Yeah. Oh, what? No, what does his wife think?
And what does the Duchess de Ghislaine think of this arrangement?
We got along quite well. Duchess Nicoline and I used to host musical salons together. She was a great patron of the arts. She passed away from a fever a few years ago.
Oh, that's a shame.
Dear.
Your accent's not Orlesian.
Yeah.
Where exactly are you from?
I am from the Circle, my dear.
Yeah, but
One's
which
country of
one?
origin rarely matters there.
Oh.
But if you must know, I was born in Wycombe in the Free
Ah.
Marches. I was sent to the Ostwick Circle, but I transferred to Montsimar while still an apprentice.
Okay. I really just don't care for Vivian. I get what they're going for and it works. I just don't like her. Just like I get what they're going with Sarah. And Sarah, I have such mixed feelings about her. And I think for a lot of people, it's more that it's not that she is very annoying and that laugh drives me nuts sometimes. And her jokes are not my cup of tea. But I think with Sarah, I think it's ultimately, it's the Cockney accent and how heavy they actually decided to make it. So for anyone who's not got some English blood like me, where I'm half English, half American, so Cockney to me isn't a foreign, isn't a foreign accent to me, and I've heard it enough in my life, and most English accents, depending on the region, I've heard them enough that I understand what they're saying without having to think about it. But to like an American audience, I've heard so many of my friends say things where they can't understand a word of what an English person is saying. And I think that for some people, because I've seen a lot of people say they can't understand what Sarah's saying, it's because they give her a very heavy Cockney accent. And that's fine, but I can see how a lot of people would struggle with understanding her. And just hearing what she's saying, because I've even had moments in her dialogue going, wait, what are you saying? And I have to sit there and reread it a couple times in the dialogue prompt to like actually understand what is happening. Varric, do I talk to you for a bit?
Need something?
Do I ask him anything?
I read your
Yeah?
Tale of the Champion, and I have a few questions.
That's a pretty common reaction.
Shh.
Go ahead.
Oh, I already asked everything.
Carry on.
Need something?
Tell me about, what? I don't know what I asked. Let's talk about...
About that lead of yours, Barry.
Oh, yeah.
Sure. The sooner we take care of it, the better.
Do you think this lead of hers is real?
Bianca's too much of a researcher.
I'm convinced that this is the Bianca.
First. But if you're asking whether she'd lie to us, maybe set us up, it's possible. Not likely, though. She risked the wrath of the guild coming in person. A message would have sufficed. Whatever she found in that entrance shook her up. That worries me.
Can I ask you something, Barry?
Yeah.
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
How do you know Cassandra?
How do you and Cassandra know each other?
You heard about the Kirkwall Chantry being destroyed? The guy responsible used to be a friend of mine. The Seeker had questions about that, and I had answers.
Yes. Tell me about the crossbow, please.
Where did you get that crossbow? I've never seen one like it.
Bianca? She's one of a kind. There's a hidden shop in Kirkwall called the Black
I've been there.
I found her in a barrel labeled swag. The owner sold her to me for a ham sandwich and a pair of yellow ruffled pants.
Okay, yeah.
Who is she named for?
I can't tell you.
Why not?
And the reason for that is?
Complicated. It's the one story I'll never tell. We just have to leave it at that.
Are you
Yeah,
from
where are
Ferelden?
you from?
Olay?
Free Marches, born and raised in Kirkwall. And despite whatever you've heard, no, Kirkwall's not that bad.
Thanks, Varric.
No problem.
Now do I talk to Solus? I am curious about the Solus romance now that I have. Oh yeah, the mirrors look really good. Now that I've completed the game, I am curious how much it alters. I've seen some footage of it on...
I need to know more about Corypheus.
Tell me more.
His army. He lacks the conventional forces to take Orlais.
Okay.
He must see Orlais destroyed utterly by whatever means possible. not merely thrown into chaos.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
From the little bit of footage I've seen of running off to see Cullen, I guess. Or not? Where am I running to? Jeez. Sometimes I'm going to say hi to Dorian. I completed Dorian's dialogue so early in game. Like it hasn't,
Questions.
like he has had nothing to say since
go.
Naturally.
like like I completed everything so quickly because I love his character so much. Who's this?
I was recently appointed by Sister Liliana to keep her books in order.
Okay.
I'm so pleased to be here, helping out in my small way. Well, I should get back to work.
You do that. Fiona, who apparently is Alistair's mother, because you definitely should put that kind of important lore in a book and then never really bring it up properly in the game so that it's nice and confusing. Liliana, what's up? Is this where I get launched into having to choose her for divine?
Inquisitor. I have been thinking. You remember everything now, yes? The explosion at Haven? The Fade?
Yeah.
Escaping the breach? In your report, you said Justinia was with you. But only you emerged in the end. Why? Why were you the only survivor?
I had myself to save. I tried to save her. She saved me. I tried to save her.
Demons tore her from me. I couldn't stop them. So you had no time to think. Only to act.
Basically.
Her message to me. I failed you too. I'm not sure I understand what that means. Did you say anything else? Anything at all? Please, if you remember.
I'm sorry, but no. You don't understand. She's dead. Why dwell? Sorry.
I'm sorry, Liliana. That was it. There are no answers in the fate. Only illusions. A warped mirror. Justinia has never failed me. I was her left hand. Now she's dead. I failed her.
Okay, so there's that cutscene. Do I talk to her again?
I didn't get the chance to say so
Yeah?
earlier. But welcome back to Skyhold.
Thanks.
After that terrible journey through the Fade, it must feel good to stand on solid ground again, no?
Yep.
I'm thankful to be back. No one should enter the Fade physically. And you've done it twice now. Shall I count you fortunate or unfortunate?
Good point. Yeah. Any updates?
Anything I should know? I've nothing to report at the moment.
Okay.
I'll leave you to your work.
I think I was trying to talk about Solus. Solus? I was sus of Solus the entire time. I knew something was up. And I'm not happy. Not that I'm... No, wrong words. I don't really see the appeal of his romance, because I get, like, it's supposed to be a tragedy kind of romance. It just... He feels like a mentor, and like they added his romancing kind of last minute, and I don't know, from a little bit of footage I've seen on YouTube, it feels very last minute. I feel it, and it bugs me. And so I'm curious about the romance just because of the impact it may or may not have on Trespasser, but otherwise...
There is a problem that needs your attention, Inquisitor.
But otherwise I don't see the appeal. Just like, I don't really see the appeal with Blackwall either, but...
The strangest things, Inquisitor. Interesting altogether, though.
Oh yeah, there's like a mural thing you can collect. Or a mosaic. Man. It's gonna be so weird if Dragon Age 4 happens and it comes out like basically 10 years after this one. It's just gonna be so weird. Oh yeah, she's reading the books. Oh man, this was hilarious.
Good book.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you embarrassed? Of course you don't. What are you hiding? What are you hiding? Are you embarrassed?
Wait, are you blushing? What would I have to blush about?
You tell me.
It's of no interest to you, I'm certain. It's a book.
I can see
Yeah.
that.
It's one of Varric's tales. Swords and Shields. The latest chapter.
You don't need to hide it. So you're reading them all? Why waste your time? You don't need to hide it.
So you like to read? What's wrong
Yeah.
with that?
It's frivolous. There are more important things for me to do.
That's just her
Nobody asked you,
Oof.
Winter.
favorite. I
Dorian.
couldn't finish the last one you lent me. I actually feel
You've
dumber
been...
for having tried.
They've been
It's
like...
literature. Smutty literature. Whatever you do, don't tell Varric.
I should read it. He'd be pleased. He would be pleased, though. Oh, Cassandra. Seriously? He'd be pleased. I think that's what I go with. Please tell me that's what I went with. He'd be pleased,
Why
yeah.
not? I think Varric would be pleased to have another fan.
Yeah.
Pleased? Yes, that's one word for it. They're terrible. And magnificent. And this one ends in a cliffhanger. I know Varric is working on the next. He must be. Pretend you don't know this about me.
I mean, maybe that type of book don't read out in public. Just a thought, Cassandra. You know, because then you're going to get questions asked if you read something along those lines out in the middle where everyone can see the book cover. You know, just out in the open.
Something is troubling me, Inquisitor.
Okay.
Liliana is receiving reports of mages becoming possessed.
Oh dear.
Templars going rogue. No one is dealing with these matters. I was hoping we might, before they get worse.
Of course, we have a lot to do. Of course.
We can certainly look into it.
I will mark these incidents on the map as I learn of them, Inquisitor. And I would be pleased to accompany you if and when you investigate.
About the tranquil cure?
I want to talk to you about the cure for tranquility.
It's not a
I don't
cure.
like this
Not
retcon.
truly. Mages who were once tranquil lose all control over their emotions. They become irrational, unable to focus. Perhaps that state eventually passes and they can be helped, but it will take time to investigate.
They deserve a chance, but you will investigate.
But you are going to look into it.
That is my intent. I would not
I
want
don't
news
like
of a
when
cure to
something
spread
is-
until we know for certain we can help these people.
I-
Once we have that, however, then I will spread the word
I hate
myself.
when IPs do this. They establish something, it's irreversible, it's set in lore that
Do
there
you
is
have any
no
advice for
way to
me?
go back from
Now
that
that the Grey
decision.
Warden threat is dealt with, we must investigate the assassination plot.
Right.
One can only hope it's not too late. More chaos in Olay only helps Corypheus.
Unfortunate because I did Wysop before Wicked Grace, Morgan, and Alistair did not get to meet, which is a little bit of a bummer.
So, that book you were reading?
Yes, what of it?
So under that taciturn shell beats a true romantic heart.
Why must it be an accusation? Romance is not the sole province of dithering ladies in frilly dresses. It is passion. It is being swept away by the pursuit of an ideal. What is not to like about that?
I like that you like it. No, I'm not gonna flirt with her. Nothing at all.
Oh, I quite agree with you.
Then why are you laughing at me?
I wasn't.
I will never hear the end of this, will I?
No. No, you won't. I hate it when IPs do that, where they retcon something that's established in lore, and then they turn around like 3 books later or, you know, 3 movies later, and then they go, oh, there's a cure for this, and I'm like, that just takes away the power and the impact of it in the previous sections of the story. Ugh, I love the music.
The funniest thing I've seen in years. That cat dancing around, hopping and pouncing
I never
like a
talked to
fool.
Crumb.
Made my
Crumb, however you say the name. Oh yeah, I still haven't figured out how you
Right,
find
Inquisition.
Sarah, have I?
Maker knows what got into the little rat catcher.
It took me like half the game to find out where Sarah was located. And it took me until my final, right before I left to start Trespasser, to find out that there's kitchens. I didn't even discover that until I'm just about going through everything before I head out for Trespasser. It was so funny. Did I just... No, I think I must have... Did I just find Sarah? Is this my first time finding Sarah? Nah, I can't go through the door, darn. Hello, Sarah. Am I gonna talk to Sarah? Why am I just standing here? I guess it is my first
Heard what
time.
went on in that Fade thing. What you think went on. Can't even start to believe that business.
It's difficult times for everyone. All I know is we lost people. Seeing is believing. Oof. It really did That's from like Santa Claus movies. Good lord, seeing is believing. Really stealing that line, huh? All I know is we lost people. It is difficult.
I think a lot of people are having
Yes.
trouble with what went on there.
People going on about visions and piss when real people are gone. Dead, probably. Hawk, yeah? Lost a champion.
Oh right,
in
I
trade,
sacrificed
A
Hawk.
busted down bunch of wardens.
Uh-huh.
And they're always weird. Usually bad stuff happens first, so you're glad when the hero shows up. But wardens are the wrong way round. They're the good thing that means a bad thing is about to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like in Denerim, when the blight ended.
What do you remember?
A lot happened
Yeah.
in Denerim. What did you see?
People talked a lot about this one warden. There was a big fight and they died, or I don't know, maybe they didn't.
The hero of Ferelden. You forget the hero of Ferelden.
That was ages ago. 10 years. I was playing with small painted boxes and burying stuff I stole.
Hmm.
I remember more people cringing about magic than blight. Wardens were an excuse for your stuff to go missing. Blackwall's nice, though. Different from the adamant ones. Need more like him.
But Blackwall isn't.
Hey you, I have an Inquisitor favour to ask.
Sure.
Just a little thing, really. A little march around for some of your people. It's
I
nothing
wonder
really,
how
right?
on earth did I miss Bull's side quest? Because I
Alright,
never did
let's see
it.
what
I
you've got.
never had it
Right
activated.
in, huh? I like that. It's a red Jenny thing.
Right, the red Jennies. I
got a
don't
tip
care.
that some noble stiffs are arguing over Verschel. Land squabble. They're getting little people beat up. So I need you to go to your big table and send some people to walk through town.
Just walk through.
Mm-hmm.
Just walk through. Easy, right?
I'll have people take a look. What's in it for me?
All right, Sarah. I'll have
Yeah,
someone
we'll look into it.
It's fun, right? Being important without doing a thing. Well, not much of a thing. Not everything has to be torn skies and ancient arseholes. Every little thing makes a difference somewhere.
I don't know how I totally missed Iron Bull's side quest.
Sitting and waiting. Great,
I really
yeah?
just don't know how I managed that. I love how you can just send her away. Do I ask any of these things?
So you like to have fun?
Yeah.
The Inquisition seems an odd fit. Why are you really here?
What do you mean? To help people.
It's starting to sound like you're looking for something more.
It is. Mostly. Okay, fine. There's talk and I want to see.
See what?
I don't know. I've got all this chantry stuff in my head and it makes sense, right?
Oh?
But it's fuzzy.
What?
I want to see if it's all really real. I just don't know if I want to really know. So I'm selfish. It's all for me. Count yourself lucky, I guess.
Right. Do I want to know your
me
backstory?
about yourself.
Evidently, I decided
What
to
about
find out
me?
your backstory. It's nice having other elves.
I'm just interested in talking to an elf like me.
Don't think so.
Why not?
Well, maybe you're alright, but most elves are too
Elfie.
elfy.
I don't
Like that
understand
Solus,
you.
right? Never be as good as we were. Well, who's we? I'm just fine.
That's a fair point.
There's a lot of tradition there. Should it just be thrown away?
Your great-grandfather's dead. Why aren't you dead? You're throwing away tradition.
That makes sense to you.
None of it does in the city. That's why I'm not like an elf.
Oh man.
You're skilled. Who taught you how to use a bow?
Yeah.
No one.
That seems unlikely.
What? I picked it up here and there. Mostly it just makes sense. It's not like that for you.
Not typically.
Usually it takes considerable discipline. Hence my question.
Hence. Look, I work at it. Practice a little. Not like Cullen and his pets. I mean, you miss, then you don't. Is it that hard to see when it's wrong?
Well, it's not like that for other elves. I know that.
Most I know couldn't find an arrow sitting on it. Right. Maybe I just make it look easy in shite company. Fact still is, no teacher. Where would I find one in alleyways anyway?
Alright. Bye.
We'll talk later.
If you say so.
Okay. I don't know. Sarah's just weird, man. I can't. I'm bummed that I missed out on Iron Bull's side quest because he still betrays you if he betrays you if you don't do the side quest, and I never got it activated. So I went into Trespasser and I was like, I've talked to you, but I never did a side quest for you. And I'm going, why are you betraying me? And I was like, oh, you have to do his side quest. And if you don't do his side quest a certain way, he will always betray you. And I was just like, wow. So that actually caught me off guard, was his betrayal. And I shouldn't have been surprised, but I never got a side quest.
Again.
I don't know what I did or didn't do, because I brought him along a lot.
Come on! This is why the Qun doesn't like women fighting. I should have asked Cullen.
There we go.
Good one.
Perhaps you can take over.
This is so weird to me.
Qunari training exercise
fine.
to master your fear. I heard about the nightmare at Adamant. Sounded big.
Hit him. I'm just gonna go for it. I love that you can just go right ahead and hit him. Oh, do I ask what this exercise is?
Can you explain why I'm supposed to hit you with this stick?
Probably, if I try. It'd involve a lot of Qunari words,
Oh.
though. Just hit me with the stick, alright? I need to get over this demon crap.
Just hit him. Yeah.
All right.
There we go. Oh, yeah. Damn demon. Who's stuck in the fade, huh?
That's right, let it out.
You fought in that siege. Every demon at Adamant
Oh
wanted
my
to tear you in
God.
half.
I bet, you demon assholes. And who killed you? That's right, Iron fucking Bull. I needed that.
Can I just hit him one more time for good measure? Can I just... Aw, man, they really should have put one there that was just an extra last-minute one. Ugh. That would have been so good if you could just catch him off guard by hitting him one last time. Where am I heading to? Where am I going? Who am I talking to?
Wardens harm their own and fall to mortal failings.
Where does that leave us?
Oh, am I going to Cole? Cole, how are you?
It's
started out helping, taking the fear away. I won't take too much. I am not that.
You've called the amulet.
I found the
Yeah.
amulet that Solus told us about. Would you like to try it on?
Yes, but not here. I like it here. We need some place that can go away if it becomes sharp. What do I do with it?
Ah, yes.
You found one of the
Chit-chat
amulets.
time.
Excellent.
Yep.
May I?
Solus is such a mentor figure. So strange the idea of romancing him.
It is simple enough. You put it on, I charge it with magic, and you should be protected.
It would be like in KOTOR 2 if you just...
Are you ready,
I think he
Cole?
reminds me of Kreia too much. I think that's what it is.
They can't make me
Because
a
it would be
monster.
like if the exile romanced Kreia in KOTOR 2. It would just be so weird.
Ah!
What was that? Oh, what are you doing to the kid?
Stopping blood mages from binding me like
I
the demons
really
of
should have
adamant.
brought Cole and
it
Varric
didn't.
together more often.
Something is interfering with the enchantment.
Something like Cole not being a demon?
Cole is a demon. Maybe Varric is right. I don't know what Cole is. I don't know what he is.
I'm not certain exactly what Cole is.
He wants to help, and he's so sweet.
Regardless of Cole's special circumstances, he remains a spirit.
Yeah.
Yes, a spirit who is strangely like a person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't matter. Just lock away the parts of me that someone else could knot together to make me follow.
Focus on the amulet. Tell me what you feel.
Come on, Cole.
Warm, soft blanket covering, but it catches tears. I'm the wrong shape. There's something. There. That way.
So we're off hunting? This, yes,
We'll find
what?
whatever is preventing the amulet from
Yes.
working, and we'll make it right.
All right, kid. Get Cullen and work with him on the map to figure out where you're sensing something wrong.
Will you come with me? All of
Yes,
you?
we will do that.
Sure. All right, I get it. You like spirits. But he came into this world to be a person. Let him be one.
I care about results. I agree with Varric. No, Solus is right. I'm curious. I'm gonna do another playthrough of this at some point, and I want to do evil playthrough, and I want to see what Cole is like if you make him more human. Because I know that I went with making him more spirit, and I thought that was the right choice for a Goody Two-Shoes playthrough. But I'm also kind of like, I don't know how successful I can be at being an evil other than doing things like making Colin go back on Delirium and making everyone's life a living hell and like punching Solus because that's a thing, and I have to see that scene for myself. Boy, it takes me forever to make a decision on this. I think with my Llewellyn, I think I'm leaning towards Solus. Because I totally get where Varric is coming from. He's being kind of a father figure, whereas Solus he's a mage. We know that he's Fen'Harel now, and that's what's up. You know, and he has such a better understanding of the Veil and the Fade and what Cole is to begin with, and so I kind of trust Solus's judgment on this more than Varric, who he's not a mage. He doesn't have the same interaction and understanding with the Fade. Oh, I agreed with
If I see a way
Varric.
to protect Cole without taking away whatever he is, I'll use it. But Cole clearly
I
needs
didn't
our
know
help.
I agreed with
I'm
Varric.
not saying we do nothing.
Yeah.
But that ritual of theirs only works on demons, right?
This is not some fanciful story, child of the stone. We cannot change our nature by wishing.
You don't think?
However we deal with the problem, our next step is to track down whatever is interfering with the enchantment.
Okay.